So hey and welcome back to the channel. I'm Dazzling Dave and this is your match preview of our team Wolverhampton Wanderers against Southampton, and it's Samosa Saturday 8, raising funds for Dementia UK Day. So doesn't it seem like forever since we've had a Wolves Premier League match? It's only 2 weeks, but it just seems a long time. Coming up in this video, I'm going to be talking about the team news, some interesting stats and facts. We've got Dan from the Saints View giving the Southampton verdict, what a start to the season they've had, and also had a little bit of run round. We've got some of the Samosa lot, Wolves fans giving a few of their predictions, my predictions, my expected lineup, what I'd like to see it be, and also the score predictions. And at the end, obviously, we want you to stay to the end and then leave your predictions to see whether you agree. The extra 2 days giving Wolves captain Conor Cody the chance of making his 122nd consecutive appearance for Wolves. Obviously having to self-isolate, did 1 day of training with England, and then he's been self-isolating because of the track and trace. Conor Cody already having the coronavirus himself, so should be hopefully immune, but following government guidelines is what everyone has to do. For Molineux talking about the team, obviously the first day's training, so many of the Wolves players are away to international, assessing the fitness, assessing the state of the squad, but that extra couple of days gives him and obviously the Southampton lot the extra couple of days to get trained and prepped for the game. So for Southampton, captain James Ward-Prowse is expected to be back in contention for starting, along with fullback Ryan Bertrand after a thigh injury. And of course Southampton also have their main danger man Danny Ings out injured. He's not expected to return to the team till December. He tends to get a lot of the goals and assists, so that's obviously a big plus for Wolves having him not in the starting line, but Southampton have a lot of danger man that we need to worry about too. So let's look at some interesting stats around this game. Wolves actually have only lost one of our last 8 league meetings against Southampton. That was the 3-1 loss at St Mary's in 2019. I was there for that one. And Southampton have not beaten Wolves in their last 4 away league fixtures going back to 2007. Now, if what I'd be interested to say, do you remember what the score was in that game and what the Wolves fans were singing? I do, very much so indeed. And Wolves are one of only 3 teams yet to score more than twice in a game this season. The other 2 are Burnley and Sheffield United, who are both in the bottom 2 of the table. And as previously spoke about, scoring goals, created chances, you know, although been defensively good, has been a real problem for Wolves so far this season, and it's something that we've really got to hope that Nuno fixes and we start creating more opportunities and taking more chances. And as said, Wolves have been very good defensively on the whole. In 2020, we've kept more clean sheets than any other Premier League side, with 13 clean sheets. But as also mentioned, when we have conceded, we've only won 13. And in fact, we haven't won any of our last 5 at home when we've conceded a goal. Southampton have had a fantastic start to the season, briefly topping the table. If they were to beat Wolves, it would be the first time they've won 4 consecutive fixtures in the Premier League since May 2016. And they've actually unbeaten in their last 6 games, and there's only Tottenham Hotspur with 7 that have a longer unbeaten run currently in the Premier League. Let's hope Wolves can put that to an end on Monday night. So before we get across to some Wolves fans, including my dad on a doorstep, having some samosas delivered to him, and a brief and rare appearance from my mum. And please send the love to my mum, because she's been feeling really down lately, obviously in lockdown, and she's been struggling a little bit with her mobility, so that would be a real pick-me-up. So send her some love and some nice messages to my mum, as well as my dad obviously. But first of all, let's go across to Dan from the Saints View, giving the Southampton take ahead of this one.
Hello everyone over on Dave's channel, it's Dan here from the Saints View. Dave kindly asked me to come onto the channel to give you all a bit of insight on all things Southampton ahead of our big game at Molineux on Monday night. A game that I think is going to be a great one for the neutral, two sides in good form. I think we're going to see a really good game. But, you know, Southampton in 4th place at the moment in the Premier League. I'm going to keep rubbing that in until, you know, we drop down the table eventually. In every game we've been the better side and, you know, deserved the 3 points. We've shown a real resilience this season, and I think every single game, as we've gotten a good result, we've gotten a bit more confident. And yeah, it's been such a pleasure watching these boys play football at the moment. Of course, Ings is out for this one, which I'm sure you guys are all delighted about. But yeah, we've thoroughly deserved our position in the league at the moment. We've been one of the best teams in the league. We're playing really attractive, high pressing, high intensity football. And it's attacking, you know, we're scoring goals, which is exactly what we want to see away from home. We have let in a few, it has to be said. Obviously, we've conceded 3 in each of our last two away games, sorry. So I'm sure that gives Wolves a little bit of hope. But then again, you know, we got 4 points from those games because we scored 7 goals in the 2 games. So, you know, a free scoring side at the moment who could potentially let you guys in for a couple of goals, especially against a good attacking side like Wolves are. So I'm really looking forward to this game. There's something about this team at the moment that just makes me feel like we're going to win every football match. It's going to stop at some point when the games do get a bit harder when we play the likes of Liverpool and Man City around Christmas time. But I feel like even though we don't have Ings, we saw against Newcastle that Shea Adams stepped up to the plate well. Walcott's been great since he's come in. So I'm going to go 2-1 Southampton. I'm sorry to say, but I do think we'll sneak a win in this one. I don't think we'll lose. I do think bare minimum we'll get a point from this. It's going to be a tough game for us, and I think it's going to be a close one. You're going to give us a really good test, and I'm looking forward to it. So up the Saints. Thank you for having me on. If you could subscribe to the Saints, it would be massively appreciated. And yeah, may the best team win.
Thanks ever so much, Dan, and please feel free to go and check out their channel, The Saints View. And now, before you get on to what I am predicting the lineup might be, and also my score prediction using the Pitch Football app, let's go over first of all to Manny, where I got the some samosas. Then we'll be joined by the Bennetts on the doorstep, having some samosas delivered to them. And I will also put a few little images up as we go, because obviously being delivery driver for Samosa Saturday 8, dropping off the samosas, all in a good cause, raising money for Dementia UK. And thanks to everyone that's contributed to that great fund again for this one. And then you'll be back with me with my team predictions, score predictions, and then see if you agree. So I'm with Manny and Shabby, just picked up the samosas, about to start the delivery. Sun's gone in. I'm going to go with you first, Shabby. Score prediction, Wolves Southampton.
3-1 to Wolves.
Oh, well done.
Fantastic. I watch the match.
Fantastic. And Manny?
I think 2-1, Raul, and maybe Adama if he starts. So,
I've got a feeling he's starting.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, a little superstition. She's not allowed to watch the match. Whenever she's in the room, we lose. So we've chucked her out a few times. And we score, and we win the half that we throw her out. So, come on, fans.
Do you look through the crack in the door?
No. I go outside.
You and your superstitions at the cups of tea before.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Quick one from you, score prediction.
I'm going to go 2-1. We're going to scrape a 2-1. Won't be high scoring. I think I'm being realistic, so yeah, 2-1.
We'll take 2-1, don't we?
We'll take a win, man. We'll take a win against them.
Costa this time as well.
The right Costa? Yeah, we went to the wrong Costa. There's a Costa in Birmingham. We always lose it, so we're not allowed to go to that one now. It's ridiculous. This is from Sapman, from the youngest. He's like, we're not allowed to take this car to any away games because we lose.
And that's superstitions, and you're not allowed to watch the game in the living room. But I think you're getting the raw end of the deal there, to be fair. Fantastic, thank you guys. So Dad just dropped a few samosas for Dementia UK. Socially distancing. Southampton, Wolves, who you think's going to win? Score.
Wolves.
What's the score going to be?
1-0. Magic Royal's going to score.
Magic who?
Royal, eh?
Raul.
Raul, yeah.
Hello, Bob. Are you going to give a score prediction?
2-1.
2-1. So you think it's going to be a 1-0 to Wolves, Dad?
Yeah, 1-0 to Wolves.
Anything you want to say to everyone watching? They've all been asking about you.
Just keep well.
Behave your blinking self.
Magic.
Love you. Magic, yeah.
So second samosa drop off with Merv and Tom. Bennett, as you know, always man of the match, the Bennetts are. Quick score prediction, Wolves Southampton.
Oh, 2-0 to Wolves.
2-0. 2-1.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thanks to Manny and his family, my mum and dad and the Bennetts for theirs. Do you agree with theirs? On to mine, and this is my team selection for this one. I'm thinking, of course, Rui Patricio, Bolly and Kilman, and hopefully Connor Cody can start. I'd be worried if he doesn't, and he's fit enough to. I think it's more of a fitness thing because obviously he hasn't done that much training because the isolate has been trying to keep fit, but it's not like the same as full body training. But hopefully he will be able to start his 122nd consecutive game for Wolves. In the middle, Neves and Dendoncker, and on the sides, I think it's going to be. I think Marcel, I think Aït-Nouri had his chance, deserved his chance, but didn't have the best game. Marcel looked more secure, and hopefully he can start. And then on the other side, it's got to be Semedo, who's starting to really make an impression. Up front, Daniel Pedence, Raul Jimenez, who scored again for Mexico. And I really hope he gives Traoré the opportunity to start the game. I know there's been lots of speculation about Traoré, and at the end of this video I'll put a link up to my views on that. But I really do hope he gives him the chance. I mean, we do play 3-4-3. Potentially, obviously, Traoré playing on that side. I would be quite tempted to see Traoré play just behind the front two in the middle, so he could go left or right, and you know, he does tend to get a little bit boxed in and teams are doubling and trebling up on him. Be interesting to see Traoré given a little bit of a freer role to float in and out and cross sides, but we'll see. But that's my predicted line. I hope he does get a start, and I hope they get that transfer, I hope they get his contract extension sorted sooner rather than later. Again, leave your thoughts on my team news and my score prediction, again using the Pitch Football app. With Southampton having Danny Ings out, who's their main strike force, they might struggle as much for goals. I'm hoping Wolves can get a shutout again, but I just have a feeling it's going to be 2-1. I think Southampton, with their confidence, have got a chance of getting a go. If Wolves can win this, we've got such a hard set of fixtures. I think if we can get the points, the 3 points on the board, that will really put us in a good position going forward, because we do have a hard run of fixtures. I'm going to go 2-1 to Wolves. So, do you agree with me? Please also check my end videos. I've just passed 20,000 subscribers. I did a video on that. I wanted to say a few words to you guys that watch it. Please check that out and leave a few comments on that as well. And until the next one, which will be the Wolves versus Southampton live watch along, I'm Dazzling Dave. Always Wolves.